Welcome, guys, and welcome to this week's, or actually today's workout of the Unbreakable Mind workout, where I call this one Hold the Line. And it's because that's really what we're gonna do. It's a very interesting one. As you can see, we got a little track behind us, and we're gonna use it to its full potential. This is one of my sessions that I love and hate, like so much everything here. And like everything we do in Unbreakable Mind, it's also going to be a mind game. And this is definitely a mind game, this one. It's a very simple one, but it's a mind game. So a lot of people I meet, a lot of people I coach, they do their harder workouts too slow or too comfortable, and they do their slow workouts too hard. So they end up in the middle. What I want you to do, because workouts and physical training is very simple. What we want to do is we want to take them apart, right? We want to make the harder ones really hard, and we want to make the recovery ones actually recover, because that's where recovery happens, and this is where VO2 max or cardiovascular training happens. So we're going to pull them apart. I want to get you out of this stage. There are reasons to stay in this stage, but this session is not. And if you don't have a shit ton of time, then you want to pull them apart. You get the maximum out of both of them. In this end, we would have the things that we call like long, slow distance. You go for a run, a 90-minute run. On this end, we have the high-paced, high-intensity intervals, the things we're going to do today. They would be from 30 seconds up to 4 minutes, and they are hard. These ones are nice. You could go on for days, but these ones are hard. The reason why you want to spread these things apart is because the most efficient way to increase your VO2 max, your ability to take up oxygen from your air, shove it into your face, shove it into your lungs and into your muscles, and make them work better, more efficiently, is to work really hard. There are other ways of doing it, but if you want to be really efficient, that's how you're going to do it. And that's what we're going to do today. And the best part about this is that it is the #1 predictor for longevity, health, and for almost any type of sport. Like if you look at the top athletes, they have high VO2 max. If you look at people who live long and are healthy, they have a high VO2 max. So this is really something that you want to do, even though it's scary and tough, and a lot of people skip out on it. But it's, as always, all the workouts we do, they're very simple. And this one too, it's going to be very simple. If you don't do this, on the other hand, you end up on the other side of the spectrum. You are more likely to have a bunch of cardiovascular disease, heart problems, all that crap. And we don't want that for you. We want you to be super, super strong and healthy, so you could be that role model for your kids or for your family. And when times get really rough, you have a capable mind and a capable body. Does that sound good? Great. So for those of you guys who haven't met me yet, my name is Gabriel. I am the founder of Unbreakable Mind. We run the 7-day mental strength challenge, which is free, and we also run these free workouts. If you join the community, you'll have a personalized program, mental toughness training plan adapted to you. But today we're just going to focus on one little part, and that's going to be to increase your VO2 max. And a few guidelines for this before we start out. This is a hard workout. It's a tough one. So usually I ask you if you want to cruise or if you want to push. Today there is no cruise. Today's only push. So if your body is not there yet, maybe you have an injury in your hip, your knees or something, then you don't want to do this. You can still work out with us today and use the intervals we're going to do, but you're going to do them way slower. You're going to do them on the recovery spectrum, because VO2 max happens at max effort. Your cardiovascular system gets massively improved when you go hard. Since today we're not practicing the unknown, even though it's always a little bit unknown, I'm going to let you know what we're going to do. We're going to start out with a warm-up. This is going to be a legit warm-up, because we want to get really, really up and running before we go for intervals. So it's going to be 50 minutes of different runs, different tempos to get up to really sweaty and really warm. Then we're going to go into 4 rounds. Yes, only 4 rounds. That's why this is so beautiful. You'll be done in like 30 minutes. 4 rounds of 4 minutes, 3 minutes, or 2 minutes intervals, because we're going to do running today. If you want to do another exercise, you can do that as well. You can do rowing, biking, whatever gets your heart rate up really high, that's going to work. So if you want to do burpees, that's going to work as well. The important thing is that you get your heart rate up high and that we can stay there. So first we're going to do a proper warm-up, then we're going to go into a set of 4 intervals, and depending on how fit you are, they're going to be 4 minutes, 3 minutes, or 2 minutes, something like that. You can go lower if you want to as well. Once we've done that, it's a very short cool down, and here we focus more on the mindset and other than that, and then we're done. So it's a really good one if you don't have a lot of time, because it will get you out of the arena really quickly. So that's a part that I also like. Okay, enough talking. We're going to go into the warm-up. And the important thing about the warm-up is that you spend a lot of time now getting every part of your body warmed up, because once we go really hard. So first of all, get your body run up, do a 5-minute jog now, and then we'll meet you here again. And you also want to get your mind in the race now. So you're going to go from whatever you've been doing, cut that out, and cut out everything that's after this, and go into this workout. Just focus on getting your body prepared and getting your mind in tune with high performance. That's what you want to do. Okay, so see you here in 5 minutes. By now, you should have done 5 minutes of a proper jogging tempo, and you should be getting your heart rate up a bit and getting a little bit excited about what's to come, because we're about to enter the arena. And yeah, this is a good one. You're going to enjoy this one, especially afterwards. But now I want you to pick up the pace. You're going to go faster now. You're going to do 5 more minutes. Pick up the pace. You want to be somewhere between 80% of your max heart rate. And if you don't know where your max heart rate is right now, like 100%, it's your heart jumping out of your butthole. So just go a fair bit amount below that. So you keep your heart inside of your body, and then work your way up. If you're getting lactic acid or something, you're going way too fast. But you want to get your breath up. You can even do some high knees. You can do some butt kicks and all that stuff. If you want to do that, I'm not a big fan. I just go for it. But do 5 more minutes, get your heart rate up. And when I see you next time, I want to see that you have a proper set of sweat from your face, and that you're like, okay, now you're breathing. You're getting into the game. You're entering the arena. And after that, we're going to open the gates to the gladiator place, whatever it's called. I can't remember. The Colosseum. We're going to open the gates to the Colosseum, and we're going to fight. We're going to fight whatever's in there. This will be a fun one. Okay, so 5 minutes, increase the pace, get a proper sweat. See you here in 5 minutes. See ya. Okay, welcome back. Now, your heart rate should be up. You should have done 50 minutes of proper warm-up, and you should be ready to enter the arena. What I want you to do now is take control of your breath. Breathe in. If you can hold a little bit, that's fine. Breathe out. If you're breathing in and you're holding it and you realize you're getting oxygen depletion, don't hold it that long. Make sure. But it's a classic box breathing we're doing. And say a little bit of a thank you for yourself for going out to do this today, because you can't do this workout tomorrow. People always say that, I'll do it tomorrow. But the thing is, with workouts, you only have today. You can't double down and do it tomorrow. Like, you have today to do your workout, because you can't be double productive. In your work, in your job, you can be double as productive, or you can delegate, and you get the same amount of things done in half the time. In a workout, 1 minute at a time equals 1 minute at a time. You can't do it any other way. So that's why I'm so happy that you're here with me today. We're actually doing this workout, and we're now going to go into it, and you're going to get what you came here for. We're going to enter the gate to Colosseum, and we're going to slay some stuff. It's going to be fun. Who knows what's in there? Whatever it is, it's time for you now to picture the gates of the Colosseum. You can see the big blocks of stone. You can hear the crowd inside cheering at you, and you can see this is going to be a battle. You're now going to put your hand on the wall. You're going to sneak peek a little bit. You're going to see what's in there. You're going to see what type of monsters you're going to have to deal with. And I want you to visualize that. You're going to take 30 seconds now to visualize what is inside of Colosseum, what is inside the arena that you're going to fight on today. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Okay, now that you have your demons, you have your monsters, they're in the arena and you're about to go in there. I want you to name them. Give them a name. Give them a silly name. Like, my monster, it's Bob. Like, Bob can't, like, no one named Bob can get me. Like, I mean, if your name is Bob, then maybe you'll beat the shit out of me. But the guy that's in the arena, inside of my gates, his name is Bob, and he's going to get his ass handed to him in a few seconds. So, name your monsters. And now you want to go through the pain here. You want to go through what's going to feel like once you face that demon. Once your hearts are burning, once your legs are about to leave your body, and when your heart is peeking out of you know what. That's what you want to visualize right now, because we're going to prepare for that. Sun Tzu said something beautiful about the winners win first in their mind and then on the battlefield. So that's what we're doing now. Give yourself a few seconds. Go through the emotions, the pain, everything that's going to come up, and tell yourself you're gonna slay the demon, you're gonna slay the dragon, you're gonna slay Bob. And now we're gonna do it. Okay, it's time to get into the action, the fun part of this thing. We're gonna do 4 rounds. That's 4. We're gonna 4 rounds of either you pick this yourself, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or 1 minute long intervals. If you haven't done this before, start with 1, and then you move your way up. And it's very simple. You start the timer, you run as fast as you can in 4 minutes, and then you stop at 4 minutes or 3, whatever you chose. And the idea here is that you want to, if this is your pace, you want to go up to stable pace and continue your entire period. And then down. If you go up and then you feel like, I can't keep this pace, you went out too hard. You want to keep up and keep it steady, because we want to accumulate the maximum amount of time possible at the high heart rate as possible. And usually heart rate and pace go together. So that's what I said. Hope this makes sense. So prepare yourself, start your timer, and then I want you to go on the first interval, and let's slay some demons in the arena. See you soon. Okay, guys, now your heart should be popping out of, you know exactly where. That place we've talked about before. And if it isn't, you're going too slow. And if it is, and you're also getting lactic acid, like your muscles are getting sour and it's really, like your legs are getting numb, then you're probably going too fast. But now, here's the beautiful part. You've been inside the arena now. You've opened the gates to your Colosseum. You've seen the monsters. You know what they feel like in your muscles. You know what they hear like in your head. And if we want to win in the battle, we need to win in our minds first. And now that you know what the monster looks like, it's becoming more tangible, and we can find their Achilles heel and slay it. So your next exercise now is to go through those pain again and see how you're going to deal with them next time they arise. Are you going to bow down to it? Are you going to push through? Are you going to pretend like it's nothing? Pick a tactic that you're going to use when your body's telling you to stop, it's too hard. The tactic doesn't matter that much, to be honest. Just pick something, you know? Maybe for you, it's a good way to ignore it. Maybe for you or for someone else, it's minimizing it, you know, making it ridiculous. Like, hey, Bob, whatever, nerd, you got nothing on me. Just take a few seconds now, figure out what the heck that is. And then you're going to take equal amounts of rest as the last round took, at least. So if it took you 3 minutes, you're going to take at least 3 minutes of rest. Because you really want to get down slow now. You want to really, really get down slow and get a high quality rep next time you enter Colosseum. So now you're hiding behind one of the pillars to catch your breath. But it's time to peek out and go again. Make sure you get enough rest. If you did 3 minutes, look at 3 to 5 minutes rest and then be ready to go again. Because now it's fun again. Okay, and then you go again. See you soon. Okay, welcome back to Behind the Pillar, and I hope you had a good round of slaying the demons. I sure had. Holy crap, this is a good one. And now it's getting real tough. Now you want to think about the lessons you learned from this round in the arena. You want to see if there's anything you can change, and any clothes you want to drop off, because it's also some type of strip show. This it turns into. It's so warm, but which is great. I love it. So okay, back to what we're doing. This exercise we're doing today is very different from everything else we do. Before, we're using like 0 weights. We're just going to be in our minds when we're doing, you know, in our own heads when doing like plank hold. Like we want to have that in a battle, but now we're like in the arena. Anything goes now, because if it's a war, the only thing that matters is getting out there alive and going back home to your family and taking care of them. That's the only thing that matters. So this is the time to blast that music that you love. I know you have that Eminem, can't remember the song. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, that one, the Eminem song that plays at every gym and every CrossFit thing. Feel free to use that one, because now we're going to go all out. It's going to be tough anyways. I want to use all possible aids that you have and get your heart rate up as high as possible and be there and stay there and love that. Because here we go. It's either your last round or your second to last round, depending on what you're going for. But visualize the monster, find its Achilles heel, and let's go attack it again. We have one more round, at least. This is fun, isn't it? All right, we're back. We have slayed 3 monsters. And if you only had 3 monsters in the arena, excellent for you. It seems to be like there's one more for me. And you gotta ask yourself now, are you ready to take on the 4th one? Or are you done here today? Whatever it is, just make sure you're legit to yourself. Nobody cares how many you do, but everyone cares if you cheated. So be honest to yourself, ask yourself, yeah, I slayed all my demons today. And then you can skip this session and I'll meet you on the other side of the 4th that I'm gonna do now. For those of you guys who you have one bad boy left. Remember that when you play video game as a kid, the last one was always the hardest one. It's always the biggest boss in the end. Like when you play Super Mario and this big fat turtle with sticks on his back or whatever, spikes, that's the one that's coming up now. Maybe you don't have that in your arena. Maybe that's not what existed in Colosseum, but the idea of it still makes sense. It's the last boss. And since you now know that it's the last boss, I'm not going to trick you on this one. Then we go all out. We give everything we have. So you know the enemy now. You know what's coming up. You know what it's going to feel like. You figure out your strategies. Whether you have negative thoughts, redirect them to something constructive. Whether you have overwhelming pain, you figure out how to deal with it. Either minimize or accept it. You get to choose there. And then it's just time to hit the arena one more time. And then we're going to do an after action review and round this off. Make sure you get enough rest, at least the same amount as you spend on the track. We did 3 minutes. You take at least 3 minutes rest, but get going before you get too cold. Excellent. Let's do this. Guys, look around. You're still in the arena. All the monsters, they're slayed. Whether you had 3 or you have 4 of them, they're all gone now. You managed and you killed them all, which is a great job. That's what we came here to do. What I want you to do now, I'm going to run you through a quick after action review. That is a way where you can extract the best lessons for anything you do. It's used by military or elite military operations. It's used by big government and all the people who really care about high performance. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned government there, but I think you get the point. After action review, the number 1 question you want to ask yourself, what was the goal? So the goal today was to go all out on either 4 or 3 rounds and to face your demons and to slay your demons. The next question was, what actually happened? Here you get to ask yourself, did I do what I set out to do? Did I slay my demons? Did I go all out? Did I do the things I came to do? So spend 20 seconds now figuring out, did you do what you came out to do? Or did you hold back? Just be honest with yourself. You don't have to share this with anyone, but give it 20 seconds now and think, did I do what I came here to do? Now that you've given that a bit of thought, the next question is, why did it go the way it went? So you want to see this difference between, or if there is a difference between what you set out to do and what you actually did. If there's no difference, it's the same, then figure out why that is. And if there's a difference, figure out why there's a difference so we can then bridge the gap. So give that 10, 15 seconds. So for me, in this example, I didn't really get to where I want to go. I see my thoughts not towards the monsters, but instead towards my next recording with you guys. So I'm getting a little bit distracted by that, which means I'm slowing my pace a bit and I'm not really going at it as hard as I want. So maybe the monsters over here are like rattling around a little bit. That's the 3rd question. Now, the 4th question is, well, there's actually 3 questions inside, I guess, but it's, what do I want to do differently? And you want to categorize that question into 3 categories. Things that you want to start doing, stop doing, and continue doing. And you don't need a big list, but whatever comes up into your head, you want to write those down under start, stop, and continue doing. So give that another 30 seconds and figure out, okay, what am I going to do differently next time? Two things that comes to mind to me. One, I need to be better prepared with the camera, so I don't have to think about it. And 2, I got to start breathing deeper earlier. So I get my heart rate going, or sorry, get my breathing going. Those are mine too. Please write these things down because you want to have them for the next setup. That's it. After action review. Don't optimize it. Keep it robust. We want robust things that doesn't break when all other things around us break. You want to be robust, and your systems want to be the same. Now, thank yourself for doing this. Most people stay in the yellow zone. They never go into the red zone where we've been today, and they either go to yellow zone and green zone, like super slow. But you have gone all the way out to red zone, and this will benefit you in longevity, in health, in overall performance, in your brain. Yeah, I could go on forever, but if you don't trust me on this one, like, do a quick Google and you realize having a high VO2 max or a high capacity to oxygenate your body is incredibly useful. So you've done some really good stuff today. And now, for all of you guys who are in Unbreakable Mind Program, go initiate your recovery protocol. For those of you guys who are not in the program, we separate recovery from rest. Like, rest would be now going home, sitting in front of Netflix and just dying. But for us, recovery is something active, a verb, something we do. And it's something we have formulated a plan for. So right now, I'm going to go home. I'm going to look at my recovery protocol. I'm going to do the things that I know would get me back on track as fast as possible. And as soon as I've done that, I can go into relaxing a little bit more. And that will give me an overall better recovery. And I will move from this red zone that I've just been in all the way into the green zone. So I won't stay in the yellow zone, because in the yellow zone, that's where people get burned out. You want to go from green to red and then back to green again. That's how we do it. Because full out recovery, full out activity, that's how we want to get it done. In the middle, there isn't much being done. Okay, cool, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out today. If you want to join Unbreakable Mind, go to unbreakablemindcom. Sorry, unbreakablemindco and check it out. Right. If not, see you next week on the workout.